Welcome to my new video. Before we start, I want you to take a deep breath and really listen, because what I am about to say might shake something inside of you. Have you ever felt like the world is moving forward while you're stuck, like everyone else is living a life that you're only watching from the sidelines? Have you ever tried, really tried, to reach for your dreams, only to be told that you're not ready, not enough, or too weak? If your answer is yes, then you are not alone, and yet, you are completely alone. Because here's the truth that most people will never tell you: no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to fight for your dreams. No one is going to hand you victory on a silver platter. The only person standing between you and the life you want is you. I know it's hard to hear. I know it hurts. I know it feels unfair. But the sooner you accept this, the sooner you will begin to rise. Winning alone is not a curse. It is the ultimate gift, the ultimate test, and the ultimate freedom. Think about it. When you rely on no one, when you trust no one but yourself, when you accept that your success depends entirely on your own actions, you unlock a power that no one can take from you. You become unstoppable. You become unshakable. You become sovereign over your own destiny. Look around you. How many people have told you that you couldn't do it? How many people have doubted you, criticized you, laughed at your ambitions? Count them if you want. Let it fuel you. Let it ignite something inside of you that refuses to be silenced. Every negative word, every scoff, every moment of doubt thrown at you is not a setback, it's fuel. It's fire. It's the spark that will forge your greatness. Every champion, every legend, every person who changed the world started by being doubted, overlooked, ignored, and sometimes even hated. They turned that doubt into determination, that criticism into courage, that isolation into power. And so can you. Winning alone begins in the mind. If your thoughts are weak, your actions will be weak. If your mindset is small, your results will be small. That's why the first battle you fight is internal. The voices in your head, the insecurities, the fears, the excuses, they are your first enemy. And make no mistake, they are relentless. They will tell you that you are not capable, that the world is too big, that you are too small. They will whisper in the quiet moments, "You can't do it." And here's the difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary. The extraordinary do not argue with fear. They do not negotiate with doubt. They do not pause to rationalize excuses. They act. They fight. They persist. And this is where most people fail. They wait for permission, they wait for guidance, they wait for someone to tell them it's okay. But you don't need permission. You don't need guidance. You don't need approval. The world is not a waiting room. Your dreams do not need validation. The only signal you need to move forward is the one that comes from within you. Every step you take, every decision you make, every action you perform in pursuit of your vision, that is your signal. That is your confirmation. That is your power. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Picture yourself 10 years from now, looking back at this moment. Are you going to remember the excuses you made, the comfort you clung to, the people you waited for? Or are you going to remember the moment you decided to take control of your own life, to fight alone, to rise above the noise and claim what was always yours? The choice is yours. But I can tell you this, no one ever achieved greatness by waiting for someone else. No one ever reached the top by relying on approval. No one ever changed the world by blending in. And yet, here you are. Perhaps afraid. Perhaps uncertain. Perhaps doubting yourself. That is perfect. That is exactly where you are supposed to be. Fear is a sign that you are about to grow. Uncertainty is a sign that you are about to evolve. Doubt is a sign that you are about to break free from the chains that have held you back for far too long. Every discomfort you feel, every insecurity that nags at you, every moment of hesitation, that is your signal that you are on the right path. It is the fire that will forge your courage. It is the friction that will sharpen your mind. It is the pressure that will sculpt your character. Now, I want you to hear me clearly. Winning alone is not lonely. It is liberating. It is empowering. It is life-changing. Because when you learn to rely solely on yourself, you develop a confidence that no one can take away, a resilience that no one can break, and a determination that no one can diminish. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop seeking approval. You stop begging for recognition. You stop waiting for anyone to save you. And in that moment, you become unstoppable. You become untouchable. You become unstoppable. Think of every great story you have ever heard, every hero, every legend, every person who achieved what others thought impossible. They all faced the same truth. They had to walk alone at times. They had to fight when no one else believed. They had to grind in silence while others played. They had to endure pain, rejection, failure, and doubt without a single cheer from the crowd. And yet, that is exactly what made them rise. That is exactly what made them powerful. That is exactly what made them immortal in the story of their own life. So I want you to ask yourself this: are you ready to rise? Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to embrace the solitude that will build your strength, sharpen your focus, and ignite your ambition? Are you ready to silence the voices that tell you it's impossible, and instead, amplify the one voice that truly matters? The one inside you that refuses to quit? Because if you are, then your journey begins today. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Not when someone else says it's okay. Today. Here. Now. And remember, every victory you achieve alone is pure. Every success that comes from your effort, your sacrifice, your relentless drive, no one can take it away. No one can diminish it. No one can question it. Because it belongs to you. You earned it. You fought for it. You carried it through the fire, through the darkness, through the doubts. And in the end, that is the most powerful victory of all. The one you claim on your own, without dependence, without compromise, without hesitation. So I want you to stand tall, lift your head, and repeat this in your mind: I am enough. I am strong. I am capable. I am unstoppable. The world may doubt me, the world may oppose me, the world may ignore me, but I will rise. I will fight. I will win. And I will do it alone, if I must, because winning alone is the ultimate power, the ultimate freedom, and the ultimate truth. And once you embrace that, nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever be able to stop you. Now that you've awakened your mind, now that you've seen the battlefield, now that you've realized that the only person standing between you and your dreams is yourself, it's time to step into the fire. Because winning alone is not about ideas, wishes, or hopes. It is about relentless action, about moving when the world sleeps, about grinding in silence when no one is watching. It is about the moments when your body is exhausted, your mind is screaming, and the world seems impossible, and you keep going anyway. That is where transformation is born. That is where warriors are made. That is where kings and queens of their own destiny rise. Discipline is your weapon, and it is sharper than any sword. It is stronger than any obstacle. It is more powerful than luck, talent, or chance. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Discipline is waking up before the sun rises when your bed is warm, your comfort is tempting, and your body wants rest. Discipline is sitting in the silence for hours, grinding, learning, growing, while the world chases distraction. Discipline is choosing the hard path, the lonely path, the path that no one else will walk, because you understand that nothing worth achieving ever comes easy. The world is full of people who talk about success, but the few who achieve it, those are the people who understand discipline. Sacrifice is your companion. And make no mistake, sacrifice is not punishment, it is the toll you pay to claim the life you are meant to live. You will give up comfort. You will give up validation. You will give up the applause, the recognition, the social approval. You will endure long nights, hard days, rejection, failure, doubt, and the gnawing voice inside that asks if it's all worth it. And it is. Every ounce of effort you put in while no one is watching compounds into power, skill, and resilience. Every lonely hour, every rejection, every failure is not a loss, it is preparation, it is refinement, it is the sharpening of a mind that will not break. Fear will come for you. Doubt will stalk you. Pain will test you. And that is exactly what it means to walk alone. The world does not fight fair. Life is not fair. But you are stronger than life itself if you persist. When fear comes, do not shrink. When doubt whispers, do not falter. When pain strikes, do not surrender. Instead, face them. Challenge them. Let them know that you are unshakable. Let them know that your resolve is deeper than any obstacle, stronger than any chain, fiercer than any adversary. Fear and doubt are not enemies, they are indicators that you are stepping beyond your comfort, that you are reaching for more, that you are growing into the person you are meant to become. Persistence is your fuel. Persistence is the force that carries you when strength fails, when hope falters, and when the world seems impossible. Every failure you endure, every setback you face, every no you hear is a stepping stone on the path of relentless persistence. When others quit, you keep moving. When others complain, you keep grinding. When others doubt, you keep believing. That is how you win alone. That is how you create results that no one can take from you. That is how you become more than you were yesterday. Mastery of yourself is the ultimate weapon. Winning alone is not just about results, it is about the person you become in the process. Control your mind, control your habits, control your emotions, and you control your destiny. When chaos surrounds you, you remain calm. When doubt attacks you, you remain focused. When the world pushes against you, you push back harder. You do not wait for external validation, you create internal certainty. You do not rely on others, you rely on yourself. And in that mastery, you find freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from dependency, freedom from limitation. And make no mistake, solitude is not loneliness. Solitude is power. While the world chases approval, you chase skill. While the world seeks shortcuts, you forge resilience. While the world seeks applause, you craft legacy. Solitude is the forge that tempers you into a weapon of relentless ambition. It is the quiet room where your ideas, your discipline, your focus, and your will combine into something unstoppable. Now, let me be brutally honest, the path of winning alone is not glamorous. It is not easy. It is filled with struggle, with setbacks, with nights when the doubt feels unbearable and the world feels indifferent. You will ask yourself why you started. You will feel like quitting. And that is exactly the moment that will define you. Because the difference between those who fail and those who succeed is one single choice, the choice to continue. The choice to endure. The choice to persist when no one else will. The choice to rise when everything inside you says to stop. That is the power of the solitary warrior, the relentless soul, the unstoppable individual. Every step you take on this path, every hour you dedicate, every sacrifice you make is compounding into greatness. And you must trust the process, even when it is invisible. The results are not always immediate, the applause may never come, and recognition may be delayed, but the growth is real, the skill is real, and the strength you are building is eternal. Let me remind you again, pain, struggle, rejection, fear, these are not signs to quit. These are signs that you are alive, that you are evolving, that you are climbing higher than most ever dare. The world is designed to test you, to push you, to challenge you, but those tests are the very thing that will forge your power. You will emerge stronger. You will emerge sharper. You will emerge unstoppable. Look around you. See those who rely on others, who seek approval, who wait for luck or chance. What do they have? They have dependency, weakness, frustration, and regret. And you? You have control. You have purpose. You have power. You have a future shaped by your own hands. You have the rare and priceless ability to win on your own terms. And that is freedom. That is dominance. That is triumph. Now, it is time for action. Take control of your mornings, your nights, your hours, your minutes. Build your habits, strengthen your mind, sharpen your skills, and push yourself further than you ever imagined. Let every rejection, every failure, every doubt, and every lonely hour fuel your fire. Let it remind you that you are stronger than the world wants you to believe. Let it forge a spirit that refuses to quit. Let it make you unstoppable, unbreakable, and relentless. And when you reach the point where it feels too hard, when it feels impossible, when it feels like the world is against you, remember this: the person you are becoming through this process is more powerful than any obstacle, more relentless than any challenge, and more unstoppable than any doubt. Winning alone is not easy, but nothing worth achieving ever is. And every step you take, every ounce of effort you give, every moment of solitude you endure, it is all building the unstoppable force that will carry you to the top. So stand now. Lift your head. Take a breath. Embrace the grind. Embrace the sacrifice. Embrace the solitude. And prepare, because the final stage is coming. A stage where all the lessons, all the struggles, all the relentless hours of work combine into one unstoppable force. A stage where your mind, your will, and your heart rise together to claim the victory that is yours alone. Now, it all comes down to this. Every step you've taken, every struggle you've endured, every lonely night, every ounce of sweat and pain, every doubt you've faced, every fear you've stared in the eye, everything has led you to this exact moment. This is the point where all the lessons, all the sacrifices, all the relentless grind converge into one unstoppable force, one undeniable truth. You are stronger than the world, more capable than you've ever allowed yourself to believe, and more relentless than anything life throws at you. This is the moment where you realize, deep in your soul, that no one can define your limits, no one can decide your worth, and no one can dictate your destiny, because your destiny is yours alone, and it always has been. Take a moment and feel that. Feel the fire rising in your chest, the energy coursing through your veins, the power that has been quietly building while the world slept. Every rejection, every failure, every no you endured was not a setback, it was a signal, a training ground, a forge shaping you into something stronger, sharper, unbreakable. And now you understand what it means to win alone. Winning alone is not lonely. Winning alone is liberation. Winning alone is the purest form of victory, because it belongs to you and you alone, earned through grit, persistence, and relentless action. Look back for a moment, and see how far you've come. Remember the nights you cried in silence because the world didn't understand your ambition. Remember the days you pushed through exhaustion, pain, and doubt when no one was cheering. Remember the moments when giving up seemed so easy, and yet, you refused. Every one of those moments was a brick in the foundation of your unstoppable will, the bedrock of your destiny. And now, that foundation is complete, and you are ready to rise. Rise with confidence, rise with certainty, rise with the knowledge that you are enough. There is no person, no circumstance, no obstacle that can stop you when your will is this strong. The power you have built in solitude, through struggle, through relentless discipline, is unmatched. You have become a force that no one can control, no one can break, and no one can rival. And the best part is this, you didn't need anyone to hold your hand, to guide you, or to validate you. You did this alone, and in doing so, you have become more powerful than you ever imagined possible. The world may still doubt you. The world may still question your path. The world may still try to tell you that your vision is impossible. But now, you know better. You know that validation is not external, it is internal. You know that your worth is not defined by others, it is claimed by you. You know that your power is not borrowed, it is earned. And because of this knowledge, because of this fire that burns inside, nothing can stop you. Nothing can shake you. Nothing can defeat you. Visualize it now. See yourself standing at the peak of your journey, looking back at every challenge you overcame. Feel the wind on your face, the sun on your shoulders, the clarity in your mind. Every scar you carry, every struggle you endured, every sleepless night, these are your medals. These are your trophies. These are the proof that you fought when it was hard, that you persisted when it was painful, that you rose when it seemed impossible. And now, nothing can diminish the power you have claimed. And let me tell you something else. The fire that has been building inside you is not just for yourself. It is a beacon. It is a signal. It is proof that greatness is possible when you refuse to compromise, when you refuse to wait for permission, when you refuse to bow to fear. Your journey alone is inspiring, not because the world watches, but because the strength you have cultivated radiates from within, and anyone who is ready to see it will see it. But even if no one notices, it does not matter. Because the most important witness to your rise is you. You have seen the struggle. You have endured the fire. You have conquered the obstacles. And you have claimed your victory. Now, let that truth sink in. You are unstoppable. You are relentless. You are unbreakable. You have built strength in solitude, courage in adversity, and clarity in chaos. And as you stand on the edge of your own greatness, know this: no force, no circumstance, no person can ever diminish what you have earned. Your power is yours, your destiny is yours, and your victory is yours. And you will not stop here. You will not settle. You will not compromise. Because the person you have become is capable of unimaginable heights, and now it is time to rise to them. Embrace the fire inside you. Embrace the grind that brought you here. Embrace the pain that shaped you. Embrace the loneliness that strengthened you. And let it drive you to the next level, to the next peak, to the next triumph. You are more capable than you think, stronger than you realize, and more relentless than you can imagine. And from this moment on, you will move through the world with clarity, with purpose, with an unstoppable will that cannot be shaken. Remember this always: winning alone is not a burden, it is a privilege. It is proof that you are capable of greatness without dependence, that you are resilient without external validation, and that your potential is limitless. You have walked the path that few dare to tread. You have endured the fire that many flee from. You have built a strength that cannot be broken. And because of this, you are ready to claim your life, your destiny, and your victory. Take a deep breath now, and feel it. Feel the power in your chest, the fire in your veins, the unshakable certainty in your mind. Know that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you. You are unstoppable. You are relentless. You are unbreakable. You are the embodiment of every struggle you endured, every failure you overcame, every lonely night you survived. You are the living proof that winning alone is not only possible, it is the ultimate triumph. And now, you will rise. You will conquer. You will achieve. You will dominate. You will leave your mark on the world in a way that no one can ever erase. You will win. And you will do it alone, if you must, because in doing so, you have become unstoppable, untouchable, and unforgettable.